Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi kids, good morning. How are you? We hope you are with your family, happy always, and we hope you keep stay healthy. Even we have coronavirus in everywhere.
Yes, right.
And in our PSBB, stay at home.
Yes.
And don't forget to stay tuned with Radio GIC
Of course.
on GIC TV. And as usual, I'm Zoma.
I'm Honey.
Today, every Wednesday morning, we present to you our program in Ramadan, the stories of Ramadan for you kids. And it's our third time.
Third time.
Yes.
Okay.
And today, Miss Honey will become a storyteller for you kids.
Yes, of course.
And I'm curious, and what's your story
Today.
to tell to the kids?
Yes. For today, I want to tell you about the Prophet Yunus story.
Wow.
It's why I called this, because it's related to the well. This is pretend this is well.
Oh, it must be interesting.
Yes.
And
must
can
be.
you start now?
Okay. Okay, listen carefully. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Once upon a time in Mosul, Iraq, there was a town, namely Nineveh.
Nineveh.
Yes, and in Nineveh there were people that worship to the idols. All the people there, it's about 100,000 people there worship to the idols and didn't believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Oh.
And they have a shameless life. They have a not good life in each other. So Allah sent Prophet Yunus to them, to Nineveh, to guide them to have a rule of Allah and to believe Allah. And Prophet Yunus teach them about Islam. But they didn't like his advice to pray, to worship Allah. And because they used to worship idols, and that's the way that they worship, so they want to change it. So they argue. So they
continued to worship the idols.
Yes, they continued. They didn't want to change their belief to Allah. So they talked to Prophet Yunus. They say like this: we and forefather have worshipped for many years, and there is no problem for that, and there is no danger for them.
Forefather. What does it mean of forefather?
It's nenek moyang.
Oh, nenek moyang. So they with their forefather started to worship the idols.
They won't keep like that worship the idols like their forefather.
Okay.
But after listening that reason, Prophet Yunus still convinced them that their deed is very foolish. That foolish, so they have to change the prayer, the worship to the only God Allah.
Back to Allah.
But they didn't want to, and Prophet Yunus still convinced them and say if they keep like that, still worship to the idols, they will have Allah punishment. So Prophet warned that, memperingatkan. But they were a very bad people, so they ignore and they were not scared of the threats.
Oh.
They're not afraid of.
Even Prophet Yunus say that they will get the punish from Allah, but they not scared about it.
They're not scared about their threats, the threats of Prophet. And they said like this, let it happen. Let it happen. So if there are the punishment of God, let it happen. So after hear that, Prophet Yunus very sad and very angry.
Yeah.
Because with that statement, Prophet Yunus lost his people, his hope to that people. So Allah sent Prophet Yunus to guide them, but they didn't want to follow
Prophet Yunus.
that Prophet Yunus advice. So
Mm-hmm.
after that, Prophet Yunus became sad and disappointed, and he said like this, okay, if you want like this, I leave you alone. Whatever you do. So he said like that. So after talking like that to the people, Prophet Yunus left the Nineveh.
Left the Nineveh.
Left the Nineveh. There, Allah pointed the place to guide the people, but he left the people and he left the Nineveh.
But it's mean that Prophet Yunus disappointed and stopped, or just making a new advice to back again to Nineveh, or just live there?
Okay, it's that's many time Prophet Yunus give advice to them, but they didn't want to take the advice. So he said, Prophet Yunus said, it's okay, leave up.
So the last decision.
Yes, the last decision. I will leave you alone.
Yeah. Okay.
So the Prophet Yunus going to go out from the Nineveh, and then before hardly he left the Nineveh, the skies looks very red. The sky changed color and look as if they were on fire.
After Prophet Yunus left Nineveh.
After the people reject him and the prophet leave them.
And the sky changing.
Sky changing, change color.
Change the color.
And look like they were in fire.
Fire in the sky.
Yes, in the sky. But the people saw that. And they're surprised, and they suddenly remember about the story of Ad and Samud and Noah people. They remember the people of Noah get disaster from the God because of rejection of the prophet. So they feel mistake, and they
realize that it will be the punishment from Allah.
So they fear about this situation. So the people, all of the people in the town, the children and the adults, go to the mountain and started to cry over there. They ask forgiveness to Allah from their heart. So they cry very loud. So the cry filled the echo sound. With the echo sound, Allah knows the heart of them, and that they want to ask forgiveness and feel sorry for that mistake, and Allah forgive them and receive the apology for them.
So Allah forgive them. Why Allah forgive them like people from Ad and Samud?
No, in people in Ad and Samud, Allah didn't give forgiveness. Because in people of the Yunus, Prophet Yunus, in the town of Nineveh, they feel sorry from their heart. So everybody, if have mistake and then ask forgiveness from God from their heart,
Pure from their heart.
yes, Allah will give forgiveness.
Okay. Alhamdulillah.
And Allah love forgive people. But we are so lazy to ask for forgiveness
from Allah. After that, what Prophet Yunus did?
While Allah receive their apologize and give forgiveness to the people, they still pray to return the Prophet Yunus to their city. They ask Allah to return back
Prophet Yunus to back
to the city as a prophet. But unfortunately, Prophet Yunus so far from the city because he left the people and he left the Nineveh and he didn't run the da'wah again in that Nineveh, and he got to the small ship for passenger to cross the sea.
To cross the sea.
Yes. So Prophet Yunus got the ship, that little ship with a few passengers. So they crossed the sea. All day they sail the sea with the calm water. The water is so calm and wind blow is good, but it's all day. Suddenly in the night, the sea was changing.
Not too calm, not too wind blowing, like relaxing, but
changing like a storm. So the storm blow the ship like to break piece by piece.
It's a little ship and the storm hit that ship.
Yes, and the people in the ship very confused how to do. They didn't have to think what do we have to do. So the people in the ship and the ship as well rose up as high as a mountain. So the water is very unpredictable. So the ship swing here and swing there and rose up as high as a mountain.
Oh.
And after that, every man in the ship very confused, and they think what happened to this ocean, this sea.
Because it's dark, it's around the sea, and the little ship and the storm and the water unpredictable. So they confuse what they have to do at that time.
Yes, and after that, the chief or the captain of the ship, the captain of crew, said that people in here have to throw the baggage in the ship to lighten the ship of the load. But after throw all the baggage in that ship, the ship is not safe at all.
As before.
The same condition.
At the same condition.
It swing here and swing there, and he rose up as high as a mountain. So the people think they have to please gods, the angry gods, to choose one of the people in the ship to throw to the sea. But they didn't know how to choose the first person to be thrown to the sea.
To get out from that ship?
Yes, to be thrown to
lighten the
ship.
Because the baggage throw and there is no changing of that ship.
Only the people.
So who is the first people?
That's interesting, Miss Zoma, because they decided to make a lottery, to draw a lottery be among themselves. So they draw the lottery, and the first name appear is Prophet Yunus. But they know that Prophet Yunus is most honorable person and good person among them.
So
They didn't want to throw him and decide to choose again
just again with the lottery.
with the lottery.
And who is the second name?
And lottery drawn, and the second name appear again, still Prophet Yunus. Wow, amazing.
Yeah,
the second
because
time,
it two times.
this time lottery is appear
Yeah,
Prophet Yunus.
Yunus.
Again, they didn't want to throw the Prophet Yunus to the sea, and they have to give a chance to Prophet Yunus. And they did again the third lottery and came up again the name of Prophet Yunus. And at the time, Prophet Yunus realized that it must be hands of God behind this all. So he realized again that he has mistake. Why he go away from the city, from the Nineveh, without take permission to the God. So after realize that, the prophet Yunus stood at the last of the side ship, and he threw with himself. He threw himself to the sea.
In the dark of the night.
In the dark of the
water of storm.
Yes, the waves so wild and so high and so huge. So Prophet Yunus threw to the sea, and he's gone. And after that, they were, one of the biggest whale in the world obey Allah to follow the ship, and it was behind of the ship, and so the prophet, and he allowed the prophet pretend this is a whale. So the whale opened his mouth in the right behind the ship, and when the prophet threw to the sea, the fish, the whale, opened the mouth and swallowed.
It means
menelan. And it swallowed the Prophet
Yunus.
And after that, with Allah command, the whale took him to the bottom of the sea. And there are 3 levels of the night, of the darkness.
3 levels of the darkness. Yes. What are the 3 levels?
Yes, Prophet Yunus have 3 levels of the darkness. The first is the darkness of the stomach whale.
Oh, stomach whale.
Yes, stomach like this. This is stomach whale. So Prophet Yunus come in to the stomach whale. And the darkness 2 is darkness of the night. And the darkness 3, the darkness of the bottom of the sea.
Oh.
So he have a 3 level of darkness. Okay. So Prophet Yunus inside in the bottom of the whale, but he was very ill because his skin was affected to the acid of the stomach. So everybody even human have a stomach, there is water like acid that's sour there, asam. So Prophet Yunus stay in the wild stomach and feel ill very much for the skin because the acid
of the stomach
well. And Prophet Yunus imagined that he was dead in the stomach, in the wild stomach. But when he moved his body, when he moved his body, he realized that he was alive. He's still alive.
He's still alive.
So he know that he was very have mistake, and he was very sorry to Allah, and he asked forgiveness from Allah, and he pray. He prostration, you know.
What is it?
Put on
Forehead.
your forehead to the bottom.
Bottom of
So
the
this is the bottom
stomach.
of the stomach, stomach.
Uh-uh.
So his prostration in the stomach
And ask forgiveness from Allah.
Yes, and Allah listen the pure apologize from the heart of Prophet Yunus, and Allah decide to the well to get to the shore. To release the Prophet Yunus. Yes. So the Prophet Yunus were in the beach, on the beach, but his skin still hurt with the acid. So Allah and the light of the sun burned his skin at that time. So Allah grew plan to close his body from the heat of sun. Sun heat. So after that, for short time, he recovered. Allah recovered him, and his strength back again, and he found the way to hometown. But when Prophet Yunus come back to his town, he's surprised to see the citizens out there are Muslim, everybody Muslim, and they received the Prophet Yunus at the time, and they're happy all together, and they pray together for this mercy.
MashaAllah, yes. Beautiful story, because Prophet Yunus lived and didn't know because the people convert to Islam and back again to his hometown, and realized that everyone there is a Muslim or Muslims. So it's like similar with our life. We have a mistake. Everyone have a mistake, and we always ask forgiveness to Allah. And again, we have mistake and ask forgiveness again to Allah, and Allah give His forgiveness to us. And it's a lesson, and don't forget to always close to Allah, forgive, ask many things, and one of the that we can ask is forgiveness.
Okay, but forgiveness from the heart.
Yeah,
because Thamud and Ad didn't do from their hearts, so Allah didn't accept their forgiveness
and promised not to do the mistake again.
Yes, there is the story. I hope your kid understand.
Yeah,
actually there is a complicated story about the people out there, about the well, about the Prophet Yunus. There were complicated story, but fortunately the citizens of Nineveh are the good people at the end, because they feel faith to Allah when they realize that the disaster will come like Ad and Samud. So he realized soon better to ask forgiveness from God, and that's the end, happy ending.
So kids, can you get the highlight of that story? We hope you get the lesson from this story about Prophet Yunus alayhi salam. It must be interesting and very beautiful story, and it's the end of the stories of Ramadan for kids.
Yes.
And Inshallah, we will meet again at
And
the
you are?
Yes,
Will be the storyteller
and
the
next
last
week
storyteller.
in Ramadan.
And it is about?
It's about Prophet Sulaiman alaihissalam,
Okay,
inshallah.
it must be interesting.
Inshallah. And don't forget to always stay tuned with us.
Okay.
And
Can I tell you the powerful dua when I forget that when Prophet Yunus in the stomach, Prophet Yunus asked forgiveness to Allah with a special dua. He said like this, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. It means that there is no God but Allah. There is no God but Allah. Glory to Allah. Indeed, I was wrong.
And we can use this dua in
Yes,
every
this
time.
is the power dua.
Yeah.
Most powerful dua. So Prophet Yunus teach us from the dua till now.
Okay, and we hope that every condition, like right now in coronavirus and everywhere, we hope so. This pandemic get the end of.
Yes, we don't know. Well, the pandemic will end.
Allah knows best.
Allah knows best. So we do the best in our social life and our home.
Yeah, and keep physical distancing.
Keep wash your hand.
Betul. And then don't forget to wear your mask if you want to go out.
Okay, don't forget to recite and pray to God regularly.
Tomorrow it's our 10 last days of Ramadan.
10 last day?
Yes, of Ramadan. So we have to make it beautiful to Lailatul Qadar and to as many things that we can share to Allah in our dua. Okay,
but I remember a piece of the story of that when we pray, when we worship regularly, Allah will see it's very good to from your heart. So when Prophet Yunus pray in stomach, he pray regularly. So Allah said that he's safe now because he pray in stomach regularly. If not, he will in the stomach till the day of judgment.
So we have to do the same.
Yes.
Dua regularly, dua and
pray regularly.
Doing worship at home.
Yes.
Recite Quran.
Yes.
And we hope everything will be okay about this pandemic.
Yes.
And don't forget to stay calm, not to be panicked.
And not to be lazy.
Be
healthy.
We have a kaum rebahan. Not to be lazy. And inshallah we will meet you and next week at the same time in Stories of Ramadan for Kids. And this is Tian. I'm Miss Zoma.
I'm Miss Hani.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Next week, kids.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.